So this is apparently like the biggest test slash scan. Clarity of it depends on how much water you drink.
I have good news.
Which basically means I technically finished my first trimester.
I need him, he needs me. It's just us two.
Today I'm feeling very Joshila. There's just mind games going on in my brain from me to myself. Let's go. Hello, we are on 9 weeks and 1 day today, the second day of the week essentially. I have puked a few times since whenever we last spoke with these check-ins. To be honest, I don't mind the vomits at this point because sometimes there's so much discomfort that the vomits are actually making me feel relieved. Like the after feeling of the vomits is actually quite nice, if that makes sense. I'm sleeping like a crazy person, like an absolutely crazy person. I don't think I've ever been this amount of sleepy in my life ever. What an absolutely unflattering angle this is for me, but I'm comfortable, it's okay. I am so sleepy and so tired, and I was reading about it online that of course it's perfectly normal to feel just exhausted and sleepy in your first trimester, and I'm truly living that experience at the moment. I like the second it's 5 p.m. I told you guys already, I get like super sleepy and I start feeling tired. But also not just that, I'm napping in the day and I'm sleeping really tight and really long at night, which is really not my usual default Aanam mode at all. So it kind of feels nice, I'm not gonna lie. Medications, bi-weekly injections, everything is still going on, still going strong. Feeling okay, feeling good, alhamdulillah. I think the baby, basis what I read yesterday on the app, the baby is now the size of a grape. I still haven't gotten around to opening up that book. I really need to get that book. I will get that book later today. Today is Jerry's birthday and I'm planning this whole surprise dinner party thing for him. I'm being soft because I don't want him to hear me, obviously. And just planning a whole bunch of things for him. That's a separate vlog. I'm sure you guys have seen it by now. I have no idea when I'm sharing this vlog with you by. And there's just a lot of conversations going on with a few people that do know in our lives. Everyone has started pitching in with do this, do that, baby boy names, baby girl names. So it's just really cute. Yeah. Thursday mornings equal
squeaky bum time.
Squeaky bum time. He laughs about it. Ass. I get injections. Okay, I need to share something with you, and I didn't want to share this particular thought with you because I don't want sympathy. That's number one. And also, in case you're pregnant, please feel free to skip the next minute of this video. I don't want to scare anyone either. This is just me sharing my experience. And the reason I'm actually sharing this with you is because I finally voiced this to Jerry last night. And I need to be able to verbalize it to you guys as well because I share everything with you. Like literally, you are my journal on so many days. About a week and a half, maybe close to 2 weeks ago, I woke up in the morning feeling like a little bit wet in my underwear. I've already mentioned to you guys about the whole discharge, potential fungus, all of that earlier. And I woke up and I forgot that I was having that issue. And I woke up and the first thought I had, you know how like you wake up and your brain hasn't fully processed, then you think something and then you go scrambling? That's literally what happened to me. I thought I was bleeding. And since that morning, about 3 or 4 times, I've given myself a scare. Like while peeing, I'll suddenly think, am I bleeding? Or like while sitting, I'll suddenly think that I'm getting a little bit of a lower backache, and I'm like, is this a bad thing? Like yesterday when I mentioned this to Jerry and he was like, listen, we've been through this last year, which is why you're worried or you're scared. It's not gonna happen, inshallah, and everything's fine this time, the stats look good. He in conversation mentioned to me that, see, last time you had cramps are basically like contractions in that sense, and then you miscarried. And I realized that, oh my god, my brain blocked out the cramp part. It was when he mentioned it to me that I remembered, yeah, I cramped really badly before I miscarried last year. And it's just, I don't know if you'll relate. I hope you don't relate, if anything, because I've had my miscarriage, I think this time when these little things are happening, I'm like the other day I filmed a maternity fashion haul. I don't know if that's up. I don't know when that's going to be up. I don't know what I'm posting. Hopefully I am posting. Again, inshallah, my brain goes to, what if you don't make it past the first trimester, you're posting none of this. But inshallah, everything is going fine, right? And literally at the tail end of that video, I literally started crying. And then after I went off camera, I sat and I sobbed, and I was like, I need to not scare myself, because I'm happy, I'm excited, you know what I mean? Am I nervous? Yes, I am. But it comes through the cracks in those moments where I'm like, now what? And I shouldn't be, because the stats look better this time, and inshallah everything will be fine. But every time I sit to think about, they do the big scan at the end of the first trimester. Today is June 7th. June 28th, I have that big scan, which is basically when I finish my first trimester. When you finish your first trimester, they make you do an NT scan and a dual marker test, which is a combination of a sonography and a blood test, is what I've been told. And that's the test, those are the tests that they do to check your child for Down syndrome, any other abnormalities. I think they do like a growth analysis, everything fine. It's a combination of things. Even I'll know exactly what it is at that time. And every my mind goes there, I'm like, no, it's gonna be fine, inshallah, everything's gonna be fine, inshallah, everything's. But there's like this small 1% part of my brain that's like, but be prepared, but be mentally prepared, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be mentally prepared, but I'm also gonna but I'm also hoping for the best. Nope, I'm not gonna cry. I'm a very optimistic person in life, like delusionally optimistic even. So my brain needs to stop playing games with me. I'm very optimistic about everything, like things I shouldn't be optimistic even about. My brain is just playing, there's just mind games going on in my brain from me to myself, and I need to okay, talk later.
Hi, it's the 11th of June and I am just having the most uncomfortable, restless things. I'm not complaining, part of the process, like you already know, but I'm just checking in on what the process is going like also. I'm very sleepy all the time, which is really, 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 really unlike me. I sleep well when I sleep, but off late I wake up in the morning and I just want to go back to sleep. I'm feeling super lethargic. I don't think in my adult life, in my working life, I started working at the age of 15, so literally ever in my adult life, in the middle of a weekday, have I ever been horizontal lying down. I just finished editing a video, to be fair. It's rendering right now. Jerry's birthday vlog, and I, instead of moving on to editing the next video, have come here to lie down. I have good news. I went to my doctor's appointment for my injection yesterday, and as of 10th of June, I am officially done with my HCG injections, because I have the end of first trimester, inshallah, tests at the end of this month. She said we need to stop these injections now. She's also asked me to reduce a couple of my medicines. I was having a doxanite medicine twice a day for my nausea. She's brought it down to just once at night, and then she told me, by the way, that also makes you sleepy. I'm like, oh my god, explains so much. But in general, apparently feeling super sleepy, lethargic, tired, like I'm working out but I'm clearly not working out has been a very fascinating experience. So I'm just going with the flow. I'm enjoying how unlike me I feel in my own body, but I'm also not loving the fact that, it's weird, because when I'm active, I'm super active and I'm productive and my mind is constantly productive, but I just don't have the physical energy to do enough, if that makes sense. That was the good news. The bad news is that is in the middle of all of this, the house help I had got from the agency Book My Buy, definitely not really endorsing them, to be honest. I thought I was gonna have a good experience, but she took a day's leave in the first 2-3 days of her second month and just didn't come back. The agency did send me a replacement who's just joined today. I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that I find stability in this zone. Also, who the hell ditches out on a pregnant person? She knew I was pregnant. She knew I wasn't feeling the best. Although she didn't really have to do any extra calm, because Jerry takes so much like hands-on care of me when I need to the extent of it, even when I go to vomit, he's there holding my hair. I went to vomit at my mom's house once in the middle. When we were at my mom's house, I went to vomit basically, and my mom came to hold me, but I needed Jerry instead, because like both of us it's just I need him, he needs me. It's just us two in these things that I need. And it's, I don't know, it's just, I'm so surprised that there's no like sense of responsibility here, where like you've taken Monday off and you've just gone and not come back for 4 days. So obviously I had to call the agency and be like, I need someone and such, and the person is just joined today, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I find stability. I always talk about chemistry with house help and your team and staff and with one another in general, so I just hope I get out of this jinxy phase. I'm also breathless quite often while talking, and I'm so worried that in the vlogs someone's gonna guess before I have a chance to share the news myself, because yeah, I don't know, like, because I've been in such a weird headspace last few days with this whole house help situation. I started a vlog a few days ago, and typically I vlog over 3-4 days when there's not much happening in one day. I just stopped vlogging halfway through because I was in such a bad headspace. I didn't want to force myself to vlog just because I just wanted to post a video or needed to post a video because I post often. I said, no, I'm not gonna, just fake be happy or fake my energy to you guys. It doesn't feel fair. I'm in a good headspace now. I think when my house is cleaner, things are organized, and it's so weird because the last time that happened, I was physically doing everything myself, which I could. Now I just don't have the energy for anything. It's like, who am I? I'm usually around the house, quite active. Waiting for this video to render. It's a little bit halfway-ish done. Once that's done, I'll definitely get back to work. So I'm enjoying this little break in the middle. Everyone around me is telling me not to feel guilty for these breaks or feeling slow, because I have been feeling guilty. I'm not doing enough work, and then they're like, you're doing work inside your body, there's stuff happening, you're making a human inside. And I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, but work wise. And they're like, you're gonna have to take it slow from now. And I'm taking care of myself. I'm trying to eat better. She says she had a double margarita pizza for lunch from Domino's. No, so the thing is, I'm having more dry fruits and more fruits, so I'm trying to balance the intake. I could do better. Yeah, I'm making sure I have my supplements, my medication. Okay, breathlessness kicking in. We'll lie down. I think I may have another 10 minutes till this video renders, till this video exports, and then I will get back to work.
I was supposed to have a hyper productive day, and my letharginess it's all there. There's so much of it. And can I just say that in the vlogs, when I'm telling you guys I'm not well right now in present tense, because obviously we haven't revealed yet, I'm like, it's a migraine. No, it's not a migraine. And I feel so guilty lying about saying it's but what do I say? I have to tell you if I'm not feeling well what's wrong, and then I feel bad for saying the wrong thing. My migraines were there, but currently that's not what I'm dealing with, because I've been in the house so much since I found out I was pregnant. Literally since I found out I was pregnant, which was May 6th, and today is June 13th. A month and a week. Alhamdulillah. I have not worn heels for more than 10 minutes. I have stopped stepping out in the heat altogether. I feel a little bit guilty that I'm not attending events the way I was, because I just don't have the energy anymore. The heat affects me, like my body feels like it's part of the heat wave. I have not really had a migraine problem since I got pregnant, but again I feel so bad because I don't know what to say when people are like, why are you down and out, you haven't been attending events, oh the heat is so bad. I just blame it on that. I'm like, अब नहीं बोलते हैं ना, पहले 3 महीनों में किसी को बोलते नहीं हो कि आप प्रेग्नेंट हो. बहुत कम लोगों को पता है. मेरी लाइफ में वर्क सिनेरियो में तो किसी को नहीं पता है. I haven't started telling my blogger friends yet. I will tell everyone after the scan that I have at the end of the month. I'm so scared of making people happy and then taking that happiness away if something goes wrong. So I just want to make sure we're on the right track. You know what I mean? That's just where I am. That's just where I am. I want to tell them though, because I feel like they'll just send me good juju. I'm really torn about all these things, honestly. Either way, where I was going with this was, I feel so terrible lying to you guys and saying migraine and body ache and this and that, whereas what's really happening is that I just have first trimester lethargy. And I think because I'm facing it like this, because for the first time, because last time I didn't feel anything at all, but this time because I'm facing it like this, I'm actually realizing, oh my god, it's the first trimester physically is so tough anyway, but like it's tough because you're also keeping it a secret. But like, why are we doing this to us? But we just are. So am I. I read a really interesting article the other day that said the more and more water you drink in pregnancy, the better, because the amniotic sac, I mean mine is probably really small right now, but as we go further week on week, the clearer the water, the fluid, the amniotic fluid is, the better, because your baby is like drinking that and all of that, and the clarity of it depends on how much water you drink. So if you continuously hydrate, the amniotic sac, the amniotic fluid is clearer and better quality and better for the baby. But when I drink a lot of water, what is really, and I drink decent amount of water, you know, I'm always talking to you about pani piyo, hydrate, this, that. But what's really weird about drinking water in pregnancy that I've realized has been that it makes me feel very full. Like everything makes me feel very full. And I'm not complaining, I'm just documenting. Like yesterday I was really under the weather. Under the weather in the sense, it was uneasy, there was gas, I've been vomiting every single night. No, except last night. In the last 5-6 days I've vomited every single night except last night. And I was talking to a friend of mine who knows, Samana, and I was like, I want to tell you how I'm feeling because you're asking me, but I also don't want to make it sound like I'm complaining, because I'm so grateful to be going through this process. And like my doctor said, it's a great sign if you're feeling very tired. It's a great sign if you are vomiting a lot, because these are signs that your HCG is high, which was the problem with me last year. So I feel like when I reference it, it's just that in my head it comes up, so I verbalize it, because those are my learnings in life. Like, okay, this was wrong and this time this is what, it's like a comparative study for me. I don't mean to, you know, anything else. So she was like, it's a great sign. And so now every time I vomit, I look at, and Jerry's always like holding my hair or sewing my back or whatever. And every time I look at him and I'm like, it's a good sign, it's a good sign. So like I'm smiling and I'm like, alhamdulillah, it's a good sign. So I don't mean to like be like I'm complaining, although I fully understand that I can complain and it's okay to be complaining even if I'm grateful for it. So I'm like, everything is okay on multiple layers and options, just that I'm grateful for it and I'm just going through the process, let's put it like that. I have some popcorn over here. I've talked about Himalayan salt caramel popcorn multiple times before. I was doing a regular vlog snippet before this because like I'm continuously vlogging, and then there are these like first trimester snippets and this and that. So sometimes you might see me in the same clothes, little bit with the same things in my hand and the same camera angle. because I'm like doing regular vlog as well as this vlog. This feels like a little secret project I'm working on with you. It is, which you'll see later. क्यों नहीं खुल रहा? I'm gonna eat this, rest a little bit, and then I have this whole mystery box thing I need to align for a collaboration I'm doing, which you will see in present tense. This is later tense that I'm showing things to you in. So yeah, I need to go work on that after this. Hi, good morning. It is the 17th of June and it is my 33rd birthday. I feel very loved and very blessed. My husband went out of his way to bring all of my super close friends home last evening. You've seen the vlog when you've seen the vlog. I will not deep dive into it. Today is a Monday, which means we've gone into the next week. We're officially 11 weeks and 1 day old today, and the baby is the size of a fig or a dragonfly or a, what are the three things we saw? Or a fortune cookie. Yeah, an object also it shows. Or a fortune cookie. And I have stopped my injections, you know that already. I need to call the doctor and check if I need to stop these supplements as well by the 20th, because we need to take an appointment for 28ish for the end of first trimester. Alhamdulillah, 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 alhamdulillah. Very few close friends know by this point. And I am now, I think I'm just going to wait till the test results are done to go ahead and properly start telling people, which makes me a little bit nervous also. Yeah, nothing new to report except for the week update. I have been sleepier than ever. I am now vomiting in the day as well, apart from the evenings, which actually make me feel better after I vomit. I was talking to my sister-in-law this morning, not my bhabi, my Devrani, and she was telling me that when her sister was pregnant, she also was feeling the water in the stomach the way I am. In case I haven't mentioned that before, I should reiterate it. Basically, I should be drinking a lot of water, because the more water you drink, the clearer and better quality your amniotic fluid is for the baby. And when I drink a lot of water, I can feel the water going all the way down, like glop, glop, glop. And then when I walk, I can feel the water and sometimes hear the water as well. And again, TMI, because these pregnancy check-ins are all about that. When I vomit, the first half of the vomit or the first part of the vomit is a lot more watery before it becomes ugly and thick and vomit-like. So it's a little strange because I love water, I drink water quite a bit, but it's giving me all these weird sensations that I'm learning to deal with for the first time. I have a matching pair of pants to this that I was going to wear in the day. I didn't make, today's also Eid, Bakri Eid, and I didn't make an Eid ka kapda, even though I wanted to use the kapda that I had picked up from Kashmir actually, purely because I'm like, what's the point in making everything my waist size is growing? I think some people show earlier than others, plus I'm very paunchy and roundish on the tummy anyway, so I'm like, I have a feeling I'm going to start showing in no time. Like, if it was up to me, I think I would wait to announce on socials and share with friends, like not close friends obviously, till like maybe 5th month, even though at least 4th end or whatever. But I have a feeling I'm going to start showing soon. I'm getting another birthday call, but those are the check-ins I had to give you. Oh yeah, basically I'm wearing night suit pants under this kaftan. That was the check-in I was getting to, that none of my pants fit me anymore. They're all super tight, and I'm officially living in the dresses I've bought. Yeah, that's where the stitches are. Hi, let's do a little bump date, which is what I've been calling it, bump date. It is the 19th of June. It's 2 days after my birthday, and there's some confusion, strange joy, some calculation has gone wrong, or am I doing it right? I know I'm doing it right, and I know the calculation has not gone wrong, but I feel really happy to be able to say I'm officially in my 12th week, which basically means I technically finish my first trimester this Sunday. Alhamdulillah, 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 alhamdulillah. Obviously, this is a huge milestone in a pregnancy because the stats say that your chances for miscarriages significantly drop. I don't remember the exact number, but I will Google it and put it on the screen for you right now so you understand, because I've seen a lot of videos and I've seen a lot of, read a lot of articles, and the data is a little bit 19-20, but everything says how the minute you finish your 12th week, your chance for miscarriage potentially significantly drops. Of course, you can still very much have complications, miscarriages, etc. later on in the pregnancy, but I'm optimistic and I'm just gonna say, let's go. I have my scared moments, you guys. I'm sure you guys have seen some of those in these vlogs, but today I'm optimistic. And let me also tell you something else. So basically, I'm a little confused, Angle, because if I finished my 12th week this week, but there's still one more week left for June. So technically, I still have one more week for my first trimester. I don't know whether to go with exact weeks or to go with months. I think I should go with weeks because they say pregnancy is typically 40 weeks. Ever since my birthday, which was literally the day I started my 12th week, my body has been very kind to me. And you know, my mom said this to me, my mom-in-law also said this to me, and a few of my friends said this to me. The second, like the ones who know, they're like, the second you get through the first trimester, vis-a-vis 12th week, your body will just switch. You will go back to like being normal. All the pregnancy discomfort, bloating, gas, eating confusion, everything will go away. And I basically, since my birthday, have been in that zone to a point where it got concerning. I was like, why am I not uncomfortable? Why are my breasts not sore? Because, like, you know, whatever. And then I realized, wait, I started my 12th week, and genetically speaking, if my pregnancy is similar to my mom also did, by the way, have a miscarriage. Before me, she had a miscarriage. After Bhai, yeah. So she said to me, Aanam, the day I woke up, the morning after I finished my like first trimester, all her morning sickness, all her everything was just disappeared. And I've been sleeping well. I've been eating better. I have a little bit of basic acidity, which I guess is okay. But like that whole discomfort phase I was going through, it's just like it disappeared. And one small part of me is like, I'm more nervous for the big test that's coming up end of this month. But a part of me is also like, no, bitch, just stay optimistic. You're fine. Everyone said this was going to happen. And it's just that instead of finishing the 12th week and this happening, my body gave me an early birthday present. And from my birthday only, it went into this mode. So that's where my mind is at right now. And that's what I'm going with right now. मैं फिलहाल खुश हूँ और मैं hopefully inshallah खुश रहूँगी. He took the appointment last evening. He's going to get a confirmation, they said, today or tomorrow, because for this big scan, it's not the regular doctor who does like the sonographies and stuff. They call a fetal specialist for this particular. So this is apparently like the biggest test / scan whatever you do through the pregnancy. In case whoever's watching is a mom, then you already know this. If you are pregnant or just want to have information, or haven't been pregnant but clearly are watching my vlog, so are getting information, this is basically the NT scan. There's a full form for NT, neuro trans something that I can't remember, sorry. NT scan and a dual marker test. So apart from doing my sonography, they will also be taking a blood test. And although the sonography, everything okay and all that, inshallah should come same time, the blood test will take about 4 to 5 days for that report to come. It is after that test that I will start telling friends. That's where I'm at. Like the few friends who know, obviously, who are like family to me. But that's where I am on the situation where that's when I think I'll properly start telling friends. And when am I going to post on socials is a question my friends have asked me. Honestly, I don't have like a plan on when I want to post on social media. If you ask me, I would like to wait a little bit longer, just out of cautiousness, and you know, like my community is very like no nazar please kind of. But I just feel like maybe I want to wait just a little bit more. I have a feeling I'll start showing soon, because I'm very paunchy. So I think that showing this will kick in at any time after I finish the first trimester. So I don't know. we're kind of taking that by the flow as it comes, taking a kind of a situation. It's not high priority purely because my safety and my health and all of that is obviously higher priority than anything else. Baby's health, rather, even is of higher priority than anything else. And we'll see. So whenever you're watching these vlogs, obviously I've already told you guys, in present tense, on 19th June, we just really are going with the flow. One of the thoughts that has been coming to my mind a little bit over the last, especially over the last weekish, is that, you know, like I have friends who unfortunately things have just happened where life has distanced from. I feel like I wish I could like just reach out to them and share this news with them. But then I'm like, we're not the way we used to be. But if we were, I knew some of them would be like, even today, I think whenever they do come to know, which they will be really truly happy for me. I just sometimes look back and feel like, you know, this one would have made for such a good uncle and this friend would have made for such a nice aunt if she was still in my life as much, and not just for social reasons or just in a group setting or just when we run into each other. And then when I was voicing this to a friend, very close friend of mine, I don't know if I should name her because I haven't taken her permission to discuss this, I'm just saying it to you off the bat. She was like, you know, there's a reason why they're not there. And the thing is, I know these things, but sometimes you get emotional and you become nostalgic and reminiscent because there are friends that you've discussed things with. Oh, we'll get married around the same time, or oh, you will be like mamu to my kids, or you will be like, you know, like you will be like don't go too far away to live because you who will babysit my kid, like things like that. You know what I mean? You just feel nostalgic. But in a strange way, I'm okay, I guess. I'm making peace with it. Life is giving me blessings and I don't want to look back at things that could have been. I'm just very, 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 very grateful for where I am today, alhamdulillah. Personally, professionally, the fact that when I'm tired, I'm able to just take a break, rest. The fact that when physically my body was so tired, I can't say that now because today I'm feeling very Joshila. Since 2 days I'm feeling very Joshila. But like when I have needed to nap, I have been able to nap. When I wanted to take a break, I could take a break. And I'll never take that stuff for granted. My life gives me those allowances and perks because of my job, and I'm very grateful for that. And I'm very grateful to you guys also because I feel like having a 13-year-long consistent career has happened because of the support that I have from my online community. So thank you for that. I feel so just very blessed, alhamdulillah, and just very like, alhamdulillah, I feel like I'm in a good place. You know what I mean? Khud ki na nazar lage, my God. Okay, I'm going to continue working. Talk soon.